A gift of discovery, a present to trace your past. And there are all sorts of discounts right now for those of you who are looking to buy a DNA kit for someone this holiday season. But you might be barking up the wrong family tree, because after the fallout from 23andMe, some are wondering if their most personal information will be secure. Our chief consumer investigator, Zanetta Lowe, talked with experts who say turning over your DNA comes at a cost.
On a single floor at the Ben Hook Central Library, there are thousands of records about Memphis and its past.
This is the Memphis and Shelby County room. We have anybody that's doing research on the city or the county. This is the place to be.
It's also where people curious about their own family history might find clues about long-lost loved ones.
So you were able to help that family find that death notice?
Able to find it.
Often getting help from Public Service Supervisor Virginia Hunt.
A young lady that was looking for her biological parents.
Able to dig into a treasure trove of old yearbooks, pictures, newspaper articles, legal records dating back decades, helping piece together a puzzle.
Staff has clipped, glued, assigned the subject heading.
In some cases, it's a genealogy journey jump-started by an at-home DNA test.
Just the other day, we had two ladies that came in and they were doing some research, and they had just found out that they were sisters.
Teresa Hill May started with paper records in places like the history department at the main library.
Looking for documents, hearing the history of your family, and I thought, well, how do you get past this,
But after only getting so far, turned to a DNA kit from Ancestry in hopes of discovering even more about her family.
I said, I think I'm going to try this DNA because I'm wondering if it really works. And people are discouraged, oh, girl, they can't know anything. Don't do that. But I tried it, and I've been sold since then. I'm making everybody in the family, everybody I know, get your DNA done, get your DNA done.
Mays, who serves as the president of the Afro-American Historical and Genealogical Society of Memphis, learned about her African heritage, found loved ones, and continues to connect others.
I monitor about 30 people, DNA kits.
And while some might be considering giving the gift of genetic tracing with the DNA kit for the holidays, others might think twice due to growing concerns about privacy. Once one of the biggest players in the business, 23andMe recently slashed its workforce after first facing a data breach, then a plummeting stock price that possibly meant going private. It's left some customers wondering what happens to all that data collected about them if the company changes hands.
What were your biggest concerns as a genealogist?
All genealogists are concerned with privacy, with what is that company going to do with my DNA results.
Melissa Barker is an archivist for Houston County, Tennessee, and a professional genealogist who's been in the business since 1990. While her work doesn't focus on DNA, she says in general, consumers and pros should read the fine print.
And I think that's great, but I think that with anything like that, especially when you are giving a company part of your DNA, because that's what you're doing, you're giving them a part of you. You need to be aware of what they're going to do with it.
HIPAA doesn't apply to data held by direct-to-consumer DNA companies like with medical information, but several states, including Tennessee, have passed genetic privacy laws. Companies like 23andMe and Ancestry say they won't sell your data without consent.
The privacy policies are very critical.
Dr. Bhavan Kumar Mulgan is an assistant professor of management information systems at the University of Memphis. While DTC DNA companies say they remove identifiable information and customers can delete their accounts, Dr. Mulgan says once you give up your genetic data, there's really no getting it back.
So yes, your data is anonymized to some extent, but the nature of the genetic information is such that if other genetic pieces are found, it's very easy to re-identify.
Think solving cold cases.
What do I do with this information so that I can make an informed decision?
After reading up on the company's privacy policy and history of safety, Dr. Mulgan says the ultimate step for anyone considering buying a DNA kit is to decide whether it's worth the risk.
What are you getting in return for what you're giving up? So a great thing to do would be to look at, okay, I might get to know where I'm from, I might find some long-lost relatives, but is it worth giving up some of my genetic information for that.
Mays, who's learned so much but is still searching for her great-grandmother's father, says she's not worried.
In reality, I'm not really shaken by it, and a number of the people I talk to are not really, you don't like it because you want your stuff to be secure.
For those of you getting your DNA tested, Dr. Mulgan advises setting your defaults to private on those websites. Now, if you want to trace your ancestry the old-fashioned way, the genealogists and historians we talk to say start with yourself. Write down your own story, and the holidays make a perfect time to document family recipes and stories that can be passed down to the next generation. For your news leaders, Annette Lowe, WREG News Channel 3.
Good question. How safe is my DNA? Now, you can read more about 23andMe's response to the recent problems by clicking on this story on WREG.com. You'll also find links to information about privacy for several of those companies.